Here we go, look at this. This is all of my shopping that I got. There you go, go all the way over here. And these, I've tried out the pesto. I'm not sure if it's this one in particular, but I have tried out pesto. That's all pesto. I know that's all right. This one I haven't. We'll see how that goes. I'd have it with pasta, maybe some chicken, some steak. I bought 2 of these. Whoa. The amount of curries that are gonna be cooked in this house. Yeah, then got some yogurt, some spinach. Really like my spinach. And I found this in one of the frozen aisles. Oh, it was, that was amazing. I need my veggies. I've finally done it. Finally got all the shopping that I wanted to get, meats especially I wanted to get, and I've finally done it. I was postponing it for so long, and I think I might actually make I'll make, this is probably the introduction clip, and then explain my thoughts on the matter, more so about postponing things that I really want to do in general. So yeah, that's going to come in the next clip, unless I have anything extra that I want to say beforehand. That's it, finished. Woo! Shit, look at that. Yay. It might be messy, but look at that. Look at that. Chicken, frozen chicken breast. Got chicken chunks in there. 1 steak. It's the Chinese style steak that I bought for the first time. It doesn't really taste much. That's my original reaction. I tried one and then I put the rest in. But yeah, it's alright. Mixed veg, spinach, curry sauce, like 3/4 of this in there. Then I'll be able to have multiple portions with that, of course. Then I've even got some more spinach. Look at that. What? How can you not like that? Oh my gosh. I've got a lot of washing up to do, but I'll certainly be enjoying this meal, trust me. I've finally gone shopping. I'm finally gonna be enjoying this meal, hell yeah. And got some cauliflower and broccoli to go with it to add to the vegetables if there weren't enough already. I'm gonna love this meal, trust me. I don't know what I'm gonna add to the sauce here, but I might just put some condiments on there. Even if I just do that, it will be less than what I've used in the past, so that's some progress. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, that's for sure. No question am I eating this. Look at that. There's no question I'm eating. The way how I put that curry on the rice with no hesitation, none at all. Got a big portion, and it's gonna taste nice. You got some mango chili dressing in there, so I don't know how the curry's gonna taste. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I trusted my cooking ability. And then you got some hummus. It looked okay, it smelled okay, and it tastes okay, so I'm gonna eat it. We got some salad cream with that as well. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this, that's for sure. I might actually give a review on how this tastes, because this looks amazing. Yeah. I'm not even hungry and I'm having this food. I think this could lie in lack of self-control. Now, I cooked the pasta, but there was no need for me to eat it. Then I used this fork whilst cooking, even though I put my even though I tried some of the food. And I'm thinking, I have to eat that today now that I've done that. I think this is a problem. Not overeating, but the lack of self-control. It seems like lack of self-control could lead to overeating and watching too much YouTube and that. I think if I conquer that, I'll be able to move forward. It's in abstinence. This is, pardon me, it's something I've got to do. It's something I have to do. I have to conquer self-control. I have to learn how to abstain and not just follow impulses, or otherwise I'll be here overeating it. I'm actually going to eat this food. I'm actually going to eat. I like what I've made. I'm actually going to eat this food as well. I think I might need to make a very serious video about this. Just so that I actually move forward from this permanently for good this time, rather than just letting this happen. I'm noticing it that I'm doing this. It's time to move forward from it. Yeah. I lack self-control. I certainly do have some in order for me to make these videos, but I'd like more self-control so I can keep moving forward and keep on growing, keep on getting closer to living how I want to live, and being someone that's overcome adversity, overcome their flaws, and changed from doing those same things they don't want to do. Yeah, it's time. It's time I gain some self-control in my life. Otherwise, I'll do this. I could do this, overeat. Yeah. I'm still gonna eat this though. Look at this. Look at this. I read it wrong. I thought it said pesto sauce, but it's pasta sauce. It's basically, it just looks like stew. Hold on, I've got some on my finger. Let's actually try out this for the first time. I opened it and I smelled it. It smelled amazing. So just try it out. It's not half bad. Not half bad. It may taste different because it's in oil and mixed with pesto sauce. It's actually okay. I think this will probably taste amazing with some rice. This looks really nice. Got some steak. I think it's one of the steaks were Tennessee barbecue flavored, and then another one was Chinese mixed spices sort of steak, I think it's called. No, salt and pepper steak. Sorry. Yeah. We're gonna try this out and see how it tastes. I have hope for this, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have this with some rice. I'm gonna cook up some brown rice. Can't go wrong with green, with some meat. I certainly don't mind going plant-based to try it out, but I don't think I would have gone wrong with this meal. We'll see. Impulsive decision. Impulsive decision at 10:12. Well, no, at 10 past midnight, due to feeling thirsty. Just making myself more aware of it, and then we can go from there. After having the first portion and my second portion of that pasta, a little bit of pain here. Not more so like tense abs. I'm also feeling a bit dehydrated, so I've got my drink here with me. I didn't have any water to drink whilst eating that meal. I just had the pasta. And I was thinking, because I feel this way, even after having a couple of bites from the Greek yogurt, maybe I need to take my health into consideration more with that sort of meal. Add some mixed veg, for example. Yeah, I just wanted to make a note of that, to say that I can improve how healthy that meal is. because ideally I should have drunk some water as well whilst I was eating. And I really enjoyed how it tasted. The chicken wasn't, the flavour of the chicken wasn't affected as I thought it would be. I thought the pesto sauce would take away from it, but it didn't. I could still taste it. Sorry, I got something in my throat. I also wanted to talk about the stew I made either yesterday or a couple of days ago with pasta sauce and pesto sauce. It's nothing like anything I've tasted before, but I can get on board with it. Because I use pasta sauce, maybe it'd go better with pasta rather than rice, like how I had it with the steak. But we'll see. After I stopped trying to make it taste like, after in my head I stopped trying to make it taste like how my mum would make the stew, I started liking it even more immediately, which is rather interesting. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. I'll add mixed veg in next time for the sake of my health. Yeah, all right, peace. Can't forget, need to drink some more water as well. Drink water with my meals. Yeah, that too. I need to have some way of tracking how much water I drink, because right now anything goes. I'm not tracking it. I'll find a way somehow. Somehow I'll find a way. Maybe like tallying it on paper as I've thought before. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Impulsive decision. At 9:20. Speaking of having some milk, but nah, I just won't. I'll have some water instead. I put this out thinking I'd have another slice, but I won't. I'm purposely not using butter so that there's less fat, which would make my stomach bigger long term. There's no need for that. I'm feeling thirsty more than hungry. I'm not feeling hungry, but I've done that. I'm now starting to wonder how much of my eating's actually been impulsive this whole time. The seconds, the round twos, these meals at night, they'd usually be around like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock or so. Yeah, around 10 o'clock, but now it's 9:20. Yeah, I just wanted to make a note of that. Now start to ask myself the right questions. How much of my eating's been impulsive? But the fact I'm actually making it more known is a start, and then eventually I'll track my water somehow on these reviews. Yeah. I'll only have this sandwich here, and then if I do want another slice, I'll have that extra thin slice that I've just put out there. But I'm not gonna just have that. I'll see if I'm feeling hungry after this. I probably won't. I'm not feeling hungry, I'm feeling thirsty. But I'm still gonna eat this anyway. It doesn't make sense. How am I trying to literally feed my thirst with food? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't, oh my. And to think I'd be doing this all the time without questioning it. I genuinely could have been doing this all the time without questioning it. Benefits of being mentally stable, you start questioning your way of life, eh? Oh my gosh. On a side note, I was watching Go Through Calisthenics live stream about how we've been programmed to be mediocre. He was saying they train every day. Him and James were saying that they train every day. I might actually try that out, see how it goes. As long as I as long as I warm up and cool down, and as long as I don't sense burnout, I don't see what the problem with that would be. They don't seem like disingenuous people. They're not doing the, oh, take this one pill and you'll be in shape sort of antics. Like how some people do, or like V-Shred doing his pizza or salad rubbish. But yeah, anyway, I've said enough. On to the next clip. Another impulsive decision hasn't solved my thirst. I need to drink water, not eat. But I'm still gonna eat this anyway. I like how it tastes. I do like how I'm feeding myself, but it's meaning that I'm having a big belly. I know that my arms are put on noticeable size. I think because of muscle, but yeah, oh yeah, I've got to remember that there is bloating, that's what it is. But after enough time, I just would have put on more body fat. I would have increased my body fat percentage. Oh, sorry, I would have increased my body fat percentage. Fat cells swell up. Not fat cells get added. Fat cells swell up, not increase. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that's how it works. I mean, that's what Akash Halo was saying in his Transform Your Body, Transform Your Life book. That's what I'm referring to. Yeah. But I at least feel happy saying that these are impulsive decisions. Before, I wouldn't say that, but at least I'm making a note of it and we can move from there. Except that I might have these impulses and understand that this may actually be connected to the fact that I'd impulsively watch YouTube as well. Like how I've been doing as I've been eating. Listening to some guy talk about why not just not count reps. I want to listen to what he has to say about that and then see if it works. But yeah, anyway, impulsive decision again. How much of my eating has been impulsive? The round twos and these meals in the evenings, but at least it's healthier overall, and that's a start. We can build on that healthier and make it more healthy. Hell yeah. Actually, in fact, maybe the reason why I'm having this is because I'd like to have some form of chocolate. Maybe that's why. I'd like to get some like protein bars, chocolate protein bars, instead of this. Yeah, maybe I don't make a cheat day as such, and just use what I've got in the fridge and the freezer, honestly. Yeah, maybe that's the part to do with it. But anyway, that's enough talking for now. I'll see you in the next clip. Yeah. Let's see where we're at in a year's time with my eating, eh? It's going to be much improved than this, that's for sure. Cheers to making more progress in that regard. Hell yeah. I decided to have an apple with this meal instead of just the wrap itself. The reason why I've done that is because I want to take my health more into account. I find that after having this sort of meal, I'd feel a bit constipated. So I'm taking my health more into account by having some fruits to go with it. If I feel the need to have even more, then I can have some nuts with some yogurt. I'm not sure if I'd want another apple because I would have had two. I might be overdoing it, so I'd probably have some nuts instead. But yeah, health comes first. Health comes first. I'm putting it first, that's for sure. Even if I don't get it right first time, I know that I know what my motives are, and that my intentions to put my health first are there, so I can move forward with that. And even if I don't get it right the first time, I can still smile about this, knowing that I have made an effort to actually put my health first. You can see it in the food. I mean, look at how much spinach is there, come on. And then you've got the apple as well. But yeah, I just wanted to make a note of this. This isn't something that I've done before. But that's amazing because it means change is happening. I actually want to make a video about change, more so in the form of talking about cycles, but I won't go into that here. I'll go into that in maybe the daily log or something, or maybe just a serious video. I don't know, we'll see. Probably a serious video because I plan to exercise in a daily log, and weightlifting I could do the same as well. I can exercise there as well rather than talk about a deep topic. But yeah, that's it for now. I just wanted to make a note of this. Cheers to changing. Cheers. Oh, you know what, here we go. Cheers. There you go. Well, I'm not actually sure if I'll be able to use have flavor in this sort of wrap without needing condiments. Hummus would be one way I could do that. But I wonder if there are others. There must be, surely. With the amount of different ingredients there are in the world, there must be different ways you can do it, but I just don't know them yet. But okay, yeah, I'm done. See you in the next clip. I actually might have to stop eating wraps because I only felt less constipated after eating that apple. The apple balanced it out, it counteracted it. So I genuinely might have to stop buying wraps. The chicken might have also played a part in it, but I'm not quite sure. I'd say in order for me to further take my health into account, I have to understand that there are just some things that I can't eat. And wraps genuinely might be one of them. Wraps might be one of them because I felt a little bit of pain in my stomach after eating it. A little bit. It did not feel nice. Bum felt a bit of pain as well. It did. And I didn't even go to the toilet. For that reason, I genuinely think I'm gonna have to stop buying wraps. And not make more of an effort to take care of my health necessarily, but to just keep on going in that direction. And then eventually I'll be eating meals that are even healthier than what I'm cooking at the moment. I know that I need some balance, and also change things up every now and then by having sweet things like chocolate, for example. I'd like to have chocolate protein bars. It is possible. They sell them in Holland and Barrett, but I think they're £1 a piece. I'm starting to unveil that I have an emotional, I at least once had an emotional attachment to money. Oh no, it's so expensive, it's so expensive. That wasn't helpful. That was looking at the bank balance and seeing it go down in triple figures, going down. I felt stress, and I negatively impacted my mental health by having that response to that amount of money. And although it is going down, although it is going down and I'm not having any money come in yet, I understand that I'm working on it through becoming a gym instructor, number one. And number two, I'm starting to understand that it literally is just a series of numbers. Like in reality, it literally is just that. Improve your value, that will be indicated. That will be shown by how much money's coming in, trust me. Literally, I'll be fine. Oh, actually, because I understand this now, I'll be more than okay. And I understood that having an emotional attachment like that was very unhealthy, and that it held me back, so I'm just not going to do it. Also have to mention, no water with this meal. I didn't have any. I've had one of these, and this is my second one, and that's in the afternoon. I had my first meal at 12. What is the time now? I actually don't mind. Oh, 42 past 12. So I had this meal without any water, and I've said this before, that I've had my meals, at least one time I had a meal without drinking any water. That's something that might be, no, not might, it is unhealthy, because I leave that meal feeling dehydrated. There's an idea that food is fuel, and although I do agree with it, although I do agree with this idea, I think there's more to it. I think that food, think someone else has actually said this on the internet, and that's where I've got it from. Food is a tool that can help you out. I believe this because you can change how you eat so that your health is the top priority, and that although flavor can be a major priority in it, can be a major part of it as well, and I don't have an issue with that, but health is number one. Pardon me, health is the main priority. You can literally change it so that you can more effectively do what you want to do outside of cooking. You can literally use it to help you. If you function to a basic standard more efficiently, that is going to positively impact your life. That's just a given. If you're eating healthily, you naturally have higher energy levels because of that throughout the day. Of course, that's going to positively impact how you go about your life. You're going to be creating a positive impact on your life for yourself through eating healthily. You just have to eat. You have to experience it to know how you positively impact your life personally. But for me, it genuinely could play a major part of why I'm at this level of mentally stable now. I'm now seeing that I'd say before I wasn't mentally stable, and then the tides changed. The tides changed when I started taking mental health tests on a weekly basis, and I started to have a visual representation of where my mental state was at, and I started seeing the depression and the anxiety scores go down, and then I had visual evidence that, oh, yeah, actually I'm mentally stable. I'm okay. Mentally, I'm okay. And I feel it. Even when I go outside, I just feel more at peace. Even all the way down to how I hold my face. But the expression of my face, that's what I mean by when I say that. It's just peace, really. Just a straight face, a neutral face. Maybe with a little tinge of a slight grin. Because subconsciously, I know where I've come from. I know I know all of that that place of mental instability that I came from. I know of all those hard times that I experienced. I know all of those challenges that I experienced, and the fact that I overcame them slowly but surely after talking about it, at least somewhere, constantly, until I didn't feel the need to talk about it anymore without prompt. This channel has been a place where I could release my thoughts honestly. If there's anything that I think is too foul, I'll remove it. But I get to speak how I want to speak. I always do have that power, but I feel comfortable doing it here. Don't feel as comfortable doing that when speaking to mum and dad, because there might be ways that I want to progress, and then if I told them about it, they'd just tell me no, like how they've done that in the past. So I purposefully stay secretive with the plans with the ways forward that I want to head in, because I'm looking to progress rather than be told no and think that I literally can't do it because someone has said no. I'm not having that. I did once, but not anymore. That held me back. I'm not holding myself back anymore. At least not as much as I once was. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough. Cut a long story short. Thou shalt drink water whilst you eat. thou shalt drink water whilst you eat. To not only feel full, but to feel hydrated as well. And drinking water whilst I eat may actually seemingly make me feel more full quicker, because I wouldn't just be getting rid of my hunger, but I'd be getting rid of my thirst as well. Where in the past, I just get rid of my hunger, and I would also try get rid of my thirst through eating, like how I did last night at 9:20. I remember the clock being that time because I said it multiple times. Yeah. That makes sense as to why I do that now. I would be teaching myself to eat without any water, without drinking any water as I'd eat. And then, because I've done that so many times, that's just the norm that I might have built for myself. And the cycle goes on. I'm gonna make a video about cycles now, actually. So that's gonna be it. But my throat's feeling a bit sore even right now, so I'm gonna drink my water, stay hydrated. I feel full, so I'm gonna allow myself to feel hydrated as well. But yeah, I'm gone. See you in the next clip. Peace. I'm just in the middle of cooking some curry. The rice has already been made here, so I thought, you know, why not actually learn how to cook it in a saucepan in case I needed to for whatever reason. And as usual, I'd use curry powder or all-purpose, but I'm deciding not to this time. I've used the lemon juice already. It might actually have improved the texture. It may make the texture not more pleasant. I might actually enjoy eating chicken after applying lemon juice before cooking it, compared to if I don't. There may be a difference in taste, I don't know. Texture even, sorry. I got bored of that curry and all-purpose mix, so I'm just trying something from here and seeing, you know what? Why not make a peri chicken today? I'm thinking of having peri chicken on the side because it might actually affect. Actually, no, I could do some out or some in to see if the curry won't get rid of the. To see if the curry will get rid of the taste if I made peri chicken like this again. But yeah, I'm gonna try this out and see how it goes. So it'll be lemon juice, peri sauce, fry that. Fry that, and then maybe add a little drizzle of some more sauce at the end. Put some in the curry, but leave some out to see what it tastes like without. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this one. The only thing I'm really missing is spinach and mixed veg, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get to cooking it and then we'll see how tasting this goes. Hell yeah. Got my steak here, and then I had my chicken here with this on top of it. Let it thaw out naturally. Don't have to defrost it now. Hey, making healthy cooking, or at least more healthy cooking, more convenient. Cheers to cooking healthier meals and more tasty meals. Hell yeah. Wait, hold on. Cheers. Right, I thought I'd try frying some chicken and also cooking some chicken in the oven. I prefer the look of this chicken here because it looks more colourful, it looks more orange rather than white. As if I haven't put any flavour on there, I have. So I might actually put them in the oven to give them, to make sure that they cook throughout, and then fry them at the end, maybe. And I tried this. Rice is still hard. I've had to add water so many times so that I'm not feeding myself basically raw rice. But it's getting there at least. But it's certainly burnt at the bottom though. Just like how it would in the rice, cooker. But it burns to the edges rather than completely have one just burnt layer, like how I would in the rice cooker if I don't mix it. No, when I leave it, sorry, yeah. But I'm finding myself having to constantly stir so that it doesn't burn. But I'll master this eventually, yeah. But anyway, that's how it's going at the moment. I may oven it and then put it in the pan, then fry it next time if I'm doing this sort of chicken, yeah. So I've just tried a bit from both, and this one seems a bit, very slightly harder, but this, when baking it in the oven, wow, it's so soft. It's so tender. I might actually leave it in the oven because I'm seeing that it's starting to get some colour. It's starting to get that orange colour that I'm looking for. So I might actually just bake it in the oven from now on. Yeah. That's what I'd say, literally a couple of minutes later after filming that last clip. Hold on a sec. There you go. If you look, flip this one here, it's starting to become a bit more orange. It just takes time, but it certainly is very soft in the oven, and I like that a lot. So I might actually oven cook them from now on. These are done though. Oh. Anyway, we'll get back to it. Quite a lot of it burnt, but I feel happy with how it looks, how the curry looks at least, how that turned out. But yeah, here's the final result. Certainly, at least try and enjoy this. The rice will probably be the worst part, I'm guessing, but other than that, it's going to be all solid. I sensed that I was about to overeat with this, but I really want to have some of this. So I added less spoonfuls of yogurt. Usually I add maybe around 5 or so, but instead I added 4. I really want to eat this though. That's probably why. I mean, the belly's gonna blow after just having some rice and all that, but eventually I'll lean down. But I may actually have to eat like this to bulk up. I don't know, we'll see over the months. We'll see what works and what doesn't by the year 2 transformation, eh? But anyway, I just wanted to make a note of that since I was going to overeat, so I added less yogurt, even though I want to have this meal. Yeah, so actually, no, let me try that again. I said that I was going to overeat, so I added less yogurt than I usually would. Yeah, I would just pour and pour, maybe around 5, or maybe around 4, I don't know. Around 4 or 5 tablespoons worth. Heaps worth. But I paid more attention this time because I thought I was going to overeat. But yeah, that's it. On to the next clip. Right, we've got to talk about this big belly. So I think I was leaning over 9:45 in the evening, putting the phones away to get some early rest. Get some water as well. Hell yeah. Speak about a certain something tomorrow. My belly. Yeah, I'll speak about that tomorrow. But for now, I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna have this in the coming up meal. I'll have this for dinner instead with a broccoli vegetable sort of meal. I can also have mixed veg with that. Reason being, I've noticed that my stomach's been getting bigger. Yesterday, I was going to get the cloth to go and wipe down some surface in the kitchen, and I noticed that when I do that, regardless of how it looks now, when I bent over, I could feel my stomach hang on my trousers a little bit as I bent over, and I just did not like that a lot. I didn't like that at all, sorry. And for that reason, I'm making the conscious decision to change how I eat. So I'll have this. This is pasta. I decided to have pasta even though I wanted rice because I thought it would cook quicker rather than putting the rice in the rice cooker after yesterday's experience. Cooking it in the saucepan. So yeah, I've got this leftover curry from yesterday with some more sauce, some more spinach, and some extra mixed veg that I've added. All of the mixed veg is extra from memory. Yeah, added a lot of mixed veg in there, as you can see, and that will last another couple portions, eh? And then from there, I'll have this chicken with some vegetables. Cheers to eating more healthily. I can at least say that I'm certainly taking my health into account when I'm feeding myself these meals, and I'm adapting when I think it's time to change. Through, for example, having many more vegetables than I am at the moment. I certainly am having my veggies, I absolutely am, but I want to add even more vegetables into how I eat on a regular basis so that my stomach doesn't blow every single meal from these carbs. Carbs aren't the enemy. However, overeating carbs, overconsumption of carbs in this context is the enemy. That's the enemy, not the food itself. So I'm gonna cook this, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll mix this up. Just mix it together, and then I'll put that in the oven rather than fry it, so that it's soft. It's softer than how it come out compared to when I fry it. Not only that, but I'd be using less oil, so that's pretty nice. But anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the meal that I'm gonna have in a few minutes and have this for dinner with some broccoli, cauliflower, and some mixed veg. I might have this with a pasta bake sort of pasta bake sauce, so that there actually is flavour and I'm not needing to put a whole load of condiments on there, so that I'm at least eating somewhat healthier. Video cut out, sorry. Basically what I was saying is it'll be at least healthier, in my opinion, cooking with fewer condiments compared to back when I was pouring a whole load of ketchup, salad cream, mayo on my food because my food wasn't flavorful. And when I went to those means to make it flavorful, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to change to make my meals more healthy. So I'm using pasta bake sauce for flavor rather than a whole load of sauces. Yeah. On a side note as well, the curry powder. This is curry powder and all-purpose with some. It says dried thyme, but I think my mum may have mixed some herbs together and then made that. But it's curry powder and all-purpose seasoning with some herbs. Not from the box, or not from the container, I don't think. Yeah. I impulsively used the whole batch of pasta that I cooked because the small amount that was left didn't seem like enough to be a whole meal, even though I have much more penne pasta left to cook with. I decided I'd add the whole batch, but this could actually mean that I overeat. We'll see how it goes. I could save some for later if I think I'm overeating though. But yeah, I just wanted to make a note of that because I thought I could be overeating due to that impulsive decision that I made. It actually reminded me of the mentality that my parents are shown to have towards food. In some cases, I remember my mum saying sometimes, even recently, please eat this because if we don't, it will go off. Maybe that's involved with the impulsive decisions that I've been making food-wise. Maybe not. Maybe decades of that has rubbed off on me. Hey, but I wanted to make a note of that just so that I can use that to improve my eating habits over time. I've just started eating the food now, and in my mind I'm thinking of saying, to be fair though, I did eat at 8 and it's now 2 o'clock. Well, 150. 151 the clock says. So I think that's a part of why I'm doing this as well. I've decided, instead of boiling my vegetables, I'm going to steam them. I've got some water. Here. It's boiling, steaming the vegetables. I might actually need a lid to make it easier to get steamed, for them to get steamed, but they're doing their thing, they're working. It may take longer because you're steaming it compared to boiling it, but it might be healthier because you might not be boiling as many nutrients out. It's an idea I'm trying out. It might actually taste different steaming it compared to boiling it. The reason why I'm saying that more nutrients might actually be taken out of the vegetables boiled compared to steamed is after watching a Love Dorsey video, honestly. She was talking about boiling vegetables, and she was saying that you're basically boiling all of the nutrients out of the vegetables. She might be wrong, she might be right. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll see how it goes. It's something that I could do quite a bit of research on and see if it's actually true. But it's research that I'd have to question. Just because it's a source of information doesn't mean it's a trustworthy source of information. You've got to look at who's actually making it. Can you vouch for it? Does it actually make sense? Does it sound sound? Does it sound credible? Does it sound logical, reasonable? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try this out. Got some chicken in the oven. This is the first time I actually opened the oven to see if the food's there. It's just there working behind the scenes, but I'm gonna try this out and see how it goes. Well, if you get rid of this, it's light green. It's not colourless as the video may make it seem, but it's very light green. So you might still be losing nutrients from the vegetables anyway, or it might simply just be pigment from the broccoli and only that rather than just nutrients. I don't know, it might taste different, we'll see. But it seems like, I think it'd be much darker green if you were boiling it compared to steaming it. So I'd certainly say you'd lose less pigment, maybe, but as for nutrients, I'm not sure. I don't know. In order for me to have more belief in the conclusion I'd make about this, I'd have to do some research to be able to say, well, is this happening? Is this not happening? I don't know. But those are my thoughts on the matter now. Let's check the chicken. Oh, that might actually be done. I'm gonna check it. Edible, but I'll give it another 5 minutes for it to be done. I'm using so much less oil, thank goodness for that, for the sake of my health. Very beneficial. Cooking meats and chicken, light chicken in the oven rather than always frying it. I am still using oil because I'm using the cooking spray, but at least it's significantly less. An improvement is progress. That's what we're looking for. And then from there, make my diet, what I eat on a regular basis, more healthy as the days go on. In order to make it healthier, I'd probably add maybe a little bit of chocolate somewhere down the line, like protein bars, for example. Buy a whole batch of protein bars, maybe. I don't know. Or I might go down the plant-based route and eat how people who do a plant-based diet eat on a regular basis. But time will. I'd like to try it out at least. Time will tell, though. Time will tell. Cheers to having a healthy meal without needing condiments. Hey. Just so that it wouldn't be boring for me to eat this meal, I decided to have some chicken without putting it in the pasta bake sauce and spinach. I wanted to have half and half, to have more variety to the meal. I think this will probably prove that I don't need to have a meal that's high in carbs for it to be filling. I can do something like this instead. We'll see if I bloat or not, if I bloat a lot. Oh, one thing I want to say is, for next time, please rinse the spinach, because I literally have been eating a little bit of dirt that's in the spinach. Please rinse it. You know there's dirt in it. You know that these aren't washed. Please rinse them. Yeah, anyway, I want to eat this meal and see how I enjoy it. Stomach is barely bloated. This is what it looks like after having that meal. Absolutely amazing. I know I can refer to that recipe and recipes like in the future. Hey. I didn't think it would be filling, but it's very filling. So filling, I don't actually need dessert at all. And I'm not going to overeat. I'm not making myself overeat, no. I did that yesterday, not today. Cheers to a healthier future of not overeating. Yeah. Having this here at 5 to 10 in the evening, because I tried drinking some water to get rid of the hunger feeling, but it just wouldn't go away. I had a whole bottle of water, but still, I'm feeling thirsty, more thirsty than I am feeling hungry. But it was just feeling unpleasant to get to sleep. I went off the phone around 8 to 9, but I've come back on it to record these videos because I just could not sleep comfortably. I think because my throat's feeling dry, that's because I need to drink more water, even though I did have a bottle. But yeah, I'm having this food anyway to get rid of that uncomfortable feeling. Purposefully decided not to have chocolate spread because I don't want to be eating what I'm now starting to consider hyper palatable foods. So I'm eating bread and butter only instead. Margarine, it's flora, I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. To make my eating more healthy, I decided not to have Nutella with this meal. With the sandwich, of course. Also got to remember to drink whilst eating, not just eat, then realise, oh, I'm experiencing indigestion, I got to drink now. Yeah. Cheers to changing how I eat. Cheers to changing and improving my eating habits. Yeah. Drink whilst I eat, that's my advice. So that I don't get indigestion and potentially even long-term stomach issues like acid reflux or things like that. Yeah. I'm not feeling indigested after eating that meal. I could drink a bit more water, but man, oh man, I'm feeling quite bloated. Hold on a sec, let me just... Oh no, that's not gonna help. There you go, that should help. Can you see that? Stomach's bloated quite a bit. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah. I decided to eat the bread, have some of the curry, and then have a drink of water, and I stuck to that fairly well. I think I could do that or something similar to that from now on, but I think from now on, if I want to have bread, have one slice so I don't bloat like this. I usually wouldn't eat with water. I just eat the food. I just eat the food and then think, oh, I'm not feeling all that great because of indigestion. I don't want that for myself anymore. I don't need to have stomach issues whilst I'm eating healthy. I would have thought that in order to eat healthy, I'd have to drink more whilst I'm eating though, because that's not eating, you're drinking. But hey, yeah, it's a part of what I have to do, I think. No, I'm not. My throat is feeling a bit dry even after having a whole bottle of water, and I certainly could drink more, but I'm at least not feeling as indigested as I usually would. Nope. I was looking at the Pringles thinking I could treat myself by having some Pringles that are there. I've checked, it's basically full. I think a part of the power that these hyper palatable foods hold is the fact that it's not by force to eat these foods. That genuinely could be a part of the power that it has, because it'd be you eating those foods due to feeling vulnerable. A whole load of chemicals going into the foods, you don't even know what you're eating. Actually, in fact, what the hell is in this? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What? All of this is going in my system. Wait, let's go. All right, okay. Let's be more fair. Even still, all of that is going in my system. All of that is going in me. Flavor enhancers, monosodium glutamate, disodium guanylate. This stuff I don't even know how to say. It's going in my system, man. Even in the curry seasoning I have and the other foods, it's going in my system. But yeah, all of that, with all of those ingredients, that'd be going in my system. All of those ingredients is what would be preying on people's vulnerability. All of that. Ugh. I'm so happy that I actually decided to take a look at the ingredients like that. The individual ingredients that make that food. Because to me, when I was looking at it, it's just Pringles. But I wasn't actually looking at all of the individual ingredients that make the Pringles, and it looks like it's more so chemicals than actual food. But yeah, anyway, I want to be drinking more whilst I eat. I'll be making an effort to do that from now on, so that I'm eating in a more healthy way. That'll probably mean that I eat less as well, and I therefore bloat less too. Or I might actually be bloating more because of drinking more water. If I keep experiencing that, even with less food, then I think I can safely assume that I'll be bloating more because of the water. But if that means I don't have stomach issues long term, that's fine with me. But anyway, on to the next clip. I'm cooking my lunch and I'm not going to force feed myself this. This is leftovers that I just could not eat. The oats were very filling, man, very filling. I'm throwing this in the bin, yeah. Pesto curry. I added some of the jerk seasoning chicken in here, some of the peri-peri chicken in here to add a bit. So it's like, I planned for this to only be pesto, but there was so little and I thought it's not going to cut it, so I decided to quickly add in some curry in there. I even tried to add more stew by putting a little bit of water, but then pouring it in. Not with the curry though. No, I just poured that straight in. And I didn't add any water, but yeah, this is what we've got. A lot of spinach. I added in twice so that there's a lot there. It looked like it was lacking. But yeah, very basically, one impulsive decision led to another. Then came up with a curry rather than pesto chicken as originally planned. The rice is done. This is how the jerk seasoning chicken panned out. Just fried this in the frying pan alone. In the peri chicken. Looks a bit dry. I can put some peri sauce over that. I fried that, but it wasn't getting that golden colour that I was looking for. That's there now. So I put it in the oven at 200 degrees at the top, so that it did get that quickly. But the rice is done, the curry's done. I want to enjoy this. Solid meal. That was actually the first time I tried that jerk seasoning. The peri sauce was a bit dry, and the peri chicken was a little bit dry, but I can learn how to make it more flavorful in the future. I think it's because I use liquid seasonings rather than dry ones. But that said, the jerk sauce it's liquid, but it's thicker. Maybe that's a part. Maybe that's a part of it. it's liquid and it's thin. I think that's what it is. So I'd have to add a little bit here and there. I could cook the chicken with peri sauce and then add peri sauce on the top when I'm done to add more flavour, but we'll see what we can do about making the chicken more flavourful without having to add peri sauce on the top after cooking the peri chicken. Solid meal. I did bloat a lot though. A lot. Oh, actually, wait. I'll show you on another camera. That's fine though. I'm at least improving my meal hygiene. I'd eat some of the rice and curry and chicken curry, then some of the chicken by itself, that was by itself, and then drink some water. I did that, and now my throat does feel a little bit dehydrated, but it's fine. It's fine. I've got water here with me. I didn't make myself stick to it very strictly, like I have to do that. Sometimes I would skip water, but just as long as I'm doing it more, that's great. It also means I'll feel full quicker and also be more filling because I'm actually drinking water now. I'm also thinking of tracking my meals on MyFitnessPal once a week to get more accurate results of what I'm eating with calories and micros as well. We'll see how that goes. I might start that next week. Yeah, actually, yeah. I think that would be a solid idea to improve or to increase how much I know about what I'm eating and what I'm feeding myself. But anyway, I'm done for now. See you lot in the next clip. Right, I'm having this meal because it's a bit different. You can see it's extremely processed. But I'm having it because I've been eating very healthy meals recently. I'm not really having this as a treat. It's more so just to find balance. My stomach will probably bloat quite a lot after this. And I know these people, these guys, they do not give a toss about my health and profit over health. Put all these chemicals in it to make me eat these sorts of foods over and over again, or to want me to eat these sorts of foods over and over again, mess with my hormone balances and that. It's terrible. But anyway, I'm having this just to find a little bit of balance. I need water because I'm feeling dehydrated. That said though, my pace has been less colourless, so making some progress. I'm staying more hydrated throughout the day compared to how hydrated I'd stay in the past. I've been drinking more water, especially with my meals, so keeping myself more hydrated, which is an improvement, and cheers to making further improvements. Sooner or later I'll find healthier alternatives than this, but here goes for now. I'll certainly get myself some water to have with this. Yeah, it is 25 to 8, by the way. The clock on the stove is saying 7:36 in the evening. Maybe I could do this with every meal, just make a small note as to when I'm eating my meals for future reference. That could help me. Yeah, that'd be more information. The more information I have, the more help I can give myself by knowing more about how much I eat through the images and when I eat, so on. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this now. Not impressed with that meal. As I was eating it, my belly was hurting me. Almost like I was doing some form of ab workout or something. I've got to start making healthier alternatives to those sorts of meals. But to make the process even more sustainable then, thinking of immediately switching to healthier alternatives, what I can do is simply reduce how much of that sort of food I eat. Instead of 2 slices of that bread, change it to 1. That will help. That will be a start. And I can go from there. But I don't deserve to feel pain from the food I eat. No, I'm no longer neglecting myself. So for me to eat that sort of food and feel that way and not do anything about it, what? That's just out of the question. There's no way I'm just gonna let that happen. No way. So yeah, very basically, I'm gonna build up towards healthier alternatives for those sorts of meals, because those companies aren't gonna give a fuck about my health. Literally, it's almost like a legal version of drug dealing in some senses. Drug dealers and those food companies don't care about our health. If we have any long-term health conditions from them, they're not gonna care. Oh, we just create the product, or we just sell the product. They aren't gonna give a fuck. Well, we are the consumers. We don't force you to eat the food. We just sell it. They aren't gonna care. And to be fair, they don't know about my existence to care. They just sell a product. These food companies all over, not just the UK, but the world. Yeah, so I'm gonna start working towards having healthy alternatives for those sorts of meals, because I've had enough. That's my final straw. That's my final straw, man. It's ridiculous. Why is it that I should feel pain after eating after eating a meal? What? My meals, I like how I feel after them. Just as long as I don't overeat, then it's not an issue. Tasty, my health is taken into account, which is the most important thing of all things. And when I go to the toilet, shit comes out my system easily, and I don't find it hard to piss. But I'm not gonna get that with sweetbread or Nutella. Those foods aren't healthy, man. There's no way that just comes out the ground, eh? Certainly doesn't come out the ground like that in its packaging. Nope. No way. But anyway, cut a long story short, I don't want to eat those sorts of foods anymore, man. Food shouldn't hurt my stomach. It should be painful. My stomach should not be crying in pain, ever. I should enjoy the meals I eat. That I'm feeding myself, mind you. Yeah, you could say, well, my parents didn't teach me about nutrition, but past a certain age, it's my responsibility to take accountability for my actions, which I am doing. I am working towards eating more healthily. And yeah, past a certain age, it's time for me to take accountability. And as I said, I'm doing that. I'm tracking the meals. I eat. So it's not like I'm just saying that I am telling the truth. But for now, that'll be the end of this seemingly short film of a video. I didn't expect this week's eating section to be this long, but I have been making more notes of my thought process to the food that I'm making when I'm making it, and just how cooking's going in general. Like trying out new things, cooking the chicken in the oven rather than always in the frying pan. It's more convenient to do, to be honest. I know I can do a mix of both. I've always had that options there, but I think because the cooking level has just gone higher, it's just been so long. I've been cooking for so long that I am eventually going to try out new things, combine different things, and improve my cooking skills over time, which is what I've done this week. By not just using the frying pan to fry my meat, I can use the oven to cook them as well. That's what's going to give me that golden colour for peri chicken, it seems. So I've progressed in that front. Learned about some different seasonings I can use for chicken as well, and maybe other meats like beef and that, maybe even fish as well. But I don't know if I'd use jerk seasoning on fish. although that might work. I don't know, but I'm done for this one. I might have images for Friday, seeing as it's Thursday today. I decided to upload this one early because it's so long that I just want to get out the way so I have more space to film the other videos for that I'd film on Friday. So yeah, I'm uploading this one early. If I have any extras, then if I have any extra photos that I'll take on tomorrow on Friday, then I'll upload them in the part 2. But for now, that's it. I'm learning, my cooking skills are improving. And if these videos need to be longer, the eating sections need to be longer for me to do that, then that's fine. But for now, I'm gone. I'll see you lot in the next one. Cheers to making more progress. No constipation and hydration levels being maintained to a healthy standard rather than just keeping myself basically permanently dehydrated and allowing myself to be easily irritable because I'm not functioning well to a basic standard because I'm not drinking enough water. Nah, forget that way of life. Been there, done that, it's not fun. But anyway, I'm gone. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers to making more progress with my healthy eating and just my life in general. Cheers. My bottle's all the way over there. I can't be bothered to go over there, go reach it, so I'll do an imaginary one. There you go. I'm out, and I'll see you lot later.